Fellow Ugandans, I'm known by the names Aroma Patrick, a legal professional, a human rights activist, and a community developer. Last night, President Museveni addressed the nation. And when I reviewed his speech this morning, it made me to do a lot of reflections. One, I felt as if I was watching the last king of Scotland. You know, the Idi Amin film. On top of the last king of Scotland, I have also watched several other movies of Amin and the speech. Last night, Mr. Museveni maintained his position, his stand on scrapping the bail, and also added that police bond should be denied to offenders, to those capital offenders. On top of that, Mr. Museveni also attacked the Monitor newspapers as being an evil newspaper. He stated that there are some weevils that are still remaining in the police force. And above all, he attacked the Unity Platform Party for rigging elections. Let's examine this critically. On the issue of bail and the police bond, Ugandans have already spoken, including the member of his own ruling National Resistance Movement Party, who have rejected the same. You know? Ugandans, the business of interpreting the constitution and the laws of the land lies with the judiciary. It's only the judiciary with the sole power to interpret the constitution and our laws. So the act of interpreting and making laws by President Museveni amounts to acting like the last king of Scotland, which is unconstitutional. You know, bail is still part of the constitution and the police bond. Secondly, on the Monitor newspaper, the Monitor publication, it's unfortunate because by attacking the Monitor or that it is evil and all that, it's like reintroducing sedition and false news publication onto our law books. And yet, sedition and publications of false news were struck off from the law books by the courts. On top of that, the Constitution under the Bill of Rights guarantees freedom of speech. And Uganda has enacted, Uganda is a signatory to very many international legal instruments, like the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. Uganda is a signatory. So, freedom of speech, the freedom of the media, is the essence of democracy. That's why they are called the fourth estate. You know? Thirdly, the mandate to make laws. I invested in parliament. You know? I think I have stated it before. This time, we expect the parliamentarians to stand firm, to stand for our country, to really do the right thing. Because under the Constitution, Parliament is the one which is supposed to regulate the executive, not to become subordinate to the executive. That's why laws are brought to parliament. It is the parliament that finally enacts. The executive originates. Finally, on the attack of the National Unity Platform Party, that was laughable. That the National Unity Platform Party rigged last year's rigged the January 2021 elections. You know, we have been here since 1996 up to date, when the first election was organized under the 1995 Constitution. President Museveni has never won. All the election has been challenged in court, much as some of them were not successful, but the rigging component was clearly brought out. I am not a member of the National Unity Platform Party. No, I am not. But I share in their agony, in their grave, in their suffering, because me personally, as Patrick Aroma, President Museveni and State House ordered for my dismissal from Makerere University Faculty of Law in my last year, 4th year, to destroy my future. Later on, they went on to kill murder my fiancé, and my daughter. My daughter they sent somebody to poison her to death. You know, my right leg, this leg of mine here, was broken at the ankle. My right ankle, in fact, the broken part is at the ankle, where the government claimed that the late Lieutenant General Lokage was suffering from his ankle, and he died. And yet for me, I have lived with my broken leg, with the broken ankle, for the last 20 years. Although I feel the pain on my legs, but I've not got the blood clot. For Lieutenant General Lokage, that he broke his leg and got a blood clot. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now, this is part of the reason why I sympathize with the National Unity Platform, because I was thoroughly persecuted, consistently persecuted, aggressively persecuted, seriously oppressed and suppressed by the government. And it was done in a coordinated fashion, a convergence of interest, the different mafia political interests that converged to make sure that they thoroughly persecute me. So this is part of the reason why I sympathize with the National Unity Platform Party, although I'm not its member. So to claim that these people rig election is laughable. The only solution is for the government of President Museveni to come up with a roadmap, a blueprint for a national transition. And if possible, form a government of national unity to manage the transitional process. Because after 35 years in power, 35 years in power, you want to remove bail from the constitution and the laws of Uganda? You want to deny a police bond? You went to the bush to fight to usher in democracy, rule of law, and constitutionalism. But after 35 years, oh, God saved us. You want to remove. Anyway, we no longer have a constitution, because the constitution, the safeguards, the democratic safeguards to the 1995 constitutions were removed. Article 105, Clause 2, the term limits, and now it came to the age limits. They were all removed. My next article, I'll talk about the economy again. Thank you.